So we are about an hour before low tide. The ocean's still really rough. We have about an hour until the sun goes down too. So I don't want to spend a lot of time in the rocks. There is a lot of stuff that is hung up in the rocks, which is really fun to pick through and look at, but I'm really curious about what's a little bit further down the coast there. I feel like there could be some really good stuff washing up between sections 5 and 6. Right now we're at 7, but everywhere, like I can look right down here, right by my feet, there are sand dollars and treasures everywhere washing up from this hurricane. I don't know if this is whole, probably is, because yep, all of the other ones have been. I'm always shocked when they don't get busted up, but this one has some really nice patterns on it. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that for you. But yeah, a lot of sand dollars today. Not busted up, making it to the beach fully intact. So look, there's another one right over there. Let's go grab that before we head down the beach. This one's kind of flipped over. Let's see if we can get through here. There's another one like wedged under the rock here. There's one here, right there, one here. Super nice scores. We're gonna leave these here and press on. Little moons down there. All of this stuff. I would really dig finding some deep water shells today. I'm always on the lookout for a pelican foot. I would freaking flip out if I found one of those, but yeah, there's like stuff everywhere. All over the place. Look at sand dollars laying on rocks. Right there. Massive amounts of shells today. Check this out. Like, look at this. That is gorgeous. And then like not even 2 feet away, right there's another one sticking up out of the sand. Another one right here. So yeah, this hurricane is definitely making it rain some shells here on the island. There's going to be so many sand dollars and so many goodies washing up after this storm. But look at how perfect this one is. It's really nice. Nice and sun bleached. Really beautiful. It's a really, really beautiful sand dollar. Leave this here as well. Not collecting today, but gorgeous score. Alright, right over there looks like there could be a really good deep water shell. I'm circling it right there with my finger. I'm going to go in and get it. I'm hoping it's not just a piece, but I'm hoping when we pull it out of the mud that it's whole. Check that out. Look at that, Commonwealth. That is a really good score. I'm going to rinse this out. Let's bring it over to some water. That is a good shell. These are the ones that we like to find after hurricanes. Very excited about it. We're going to see if we can find more of its friends. Let's keep going. Let's keep searching and see what we can find. Again, sand dollars for days as we're leaving the rocks. That's a really, really nice one. This one hurts my heart to leave behind. But we're going to leave it because there are new rules at the refuge where they want us to leave the shells behind, which I'm okay with because I feel like Kim and I have collected our fair share over the years. So gotta leave some for the ocean life. Look at how gorgeous that is. The sun going down behind the dunes. But we booked it far down the coast. And I gotta be honest with you, I kind of regret leaving the rocks. So we're gonna hightail it back over there. Check out the Emerson rocks and the Barhead rocks because I feel like that's where it's at. I feel like that's where the shells are washing up today. So let's head back in that direction. Okay, So the other thing we're doing here is we're playing a little bit of shell strategy. So this section of the beach just opened up not too long ago, and typically when that happens, everybody flocks to that area of the beach. But what they're doing is they're leaving one of the best areas of the beach down here, the Barhead Rocks. And there's hardly anyone over there, and we just had a storm, and if I had to guess, that's where the good stuff is gonna end up, right over there. So we're gonna go over to that section. We are gonna shell that until the sun goes down, and we're gonna see what kind of scores we can find. I'm hoping for some deep water shells. I'm hoping for, good grief, if I find a pelican foot, I will die. I will drop dead on the beach right here, but I don't know. Stimsonicalis, common whelks we found already. So let's keep going. Let's see what we can dig out of these rocks. Let's see what Erin washed up for us. So here's another reason why I feel like our strategy is going to pay off. I think you've heard me say it before on this channel, but anytime you see a bunch of seagulls flocking by the shoreline, they're waiting for the stuff to wash up and they know where it's at. So right down here you can see there are a bunch of seagulls down there. They're waiting. We're going to go see if our strategy pays off. Let's keep going. Lots of pretty things today, even feathers. Do love that. So pretty. I don't know, guys. Definitely Emerson Rocks wins today for sand dollars. But for the giant moons, definitely Barhead Rocks. And nothing seems to be washing up the coast right now. But, ooh, there's a nice one. There we go. That is nice. Check that out. Bring that over here. Give you a better look. So nothing seems to be washing up down the coast right now. But, and I know you've heard me say this before on this channel, but after big storms like hurricanes, it typically takes anywhere from like 3 to 5 days for the good stuff to start washing up. So the storm just ended yesterday. I was hopeful because the ocean's been rough for the entire week. So there is good stuff washing up, but I feel like in the next 4 or 5 days, there's going to be a shell storm here. So we're going to have to keep checking back. Leave this here. A lot of stuff caught up in the rocks. Ooh. Oh man, I just see a Stimsonicalis, but I feel like there is a hermit in it because it just moved. Let's see, I definitely feel like something's alive inside here. And yep, there is a hermit in there, so this is not fair game, but it was kind of cool to stumble upon it. Put you back so you can go on your merry way. So we are at our favorite spot in the jetty, and it never disappoints because check that out. Look at the size of that moon snail that is wedged in between these rocks. If we can dig it out, because we don't have a screwdriver today, we are ill prepared. But, man, we're going to have to spend some time on this because this one is kind of too good to not pull out of these rocks. Let's see if we can get some stuff loose around it, like we do. One. Let's rinse this off. So I'm going to rinse this off in some water right down here, but there's another blue one right down there. So I'm just going to sit on this rock so I don't take a digger. And we're going to rinse this one off. And then we will put this one there. And then And let me see if I can grab this one. It's kind of just laying there. Yeah, so Erin is definitely kicking up some good shells. I don't feel like we've seen even the tip of this storm yet. I feel like there's going to be way more to come in the next few days. So I'll probably see if Kim can join me after work one night this week so we can come check out what else she washes up. Because today is Sunday and we're going to have to head back to work. But after work this week, we can pop over and see what else we can find. And of course we will. Ooh, look at you guys right over here. Looks like there's a broken Stimsoni collis right there, but then over there looks like there's a nice sunset moon. Let's see what we have over here. So broken, but so beautiful. And let's see what this one is. It's a nice sunset moon. We'll see if we can rinse this off, get you a better look. There's more Stimsoni in here. So this is why I think this storm is going to be good, because look, these are deep water shells that are washing up. And that's what we're always looking for. There's that orange one. That's that Stimsoni. Leave those here. So you guys, it's happening. Storm shells are washing up. It's another common whelk. Look at that. Look at how old that is. This is why we like storms. We start seeing things we don't normally see wash up right on the sand. Look at how dark and blue some of these are. I'm going to try to rinse this so you can get a better look, but I also don't want to get my feet soaked. Ugh. I'm in a conundrum. What is that? Don't know. Okay, finally rinsed this off. Look at how deep and dark blue the inside of the shell is. So yeah, this storm, Erin definitely has a lot more to give. We're gonna come back later in the week, see what else we can find. I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty epic. I will leave you with the sun going down behind the dunes. That is gorgeous. Check out all the beautiful clouds in the sky. And I will see you next time we hit the beach. Bye. There's this really cool rock down here that I want to show you. Look at it. It has a nice band around it. Look at that. That's a really cool stone. I'm going to grab that for Kim. I really like that. Wanted to give you a look at that and one more look at the ocean. And I'll see you next time we hit the beach. Bye.